Welcome to the patio. This is Life from the Patio. Today we're going to talk to you about a fella that went on vacation, came back with a whole lot more than just a tan. We're going to explain to you why the guys and I think Dennis Rodman is probably more likely a CIA agent than anyone may ever consider. And then we're going to hit Life from the Patio quick takes with some headlines and find out what the guys think about certain things. I'm in the studio this morning. Actually, our newly renovated studio with a couple of my normal guys. And we'd like to wish safe travels to our normal partner in crime here, DW. He's traveling halfway around the world for some work-related items. So hopefully he makes it there. And Kyle does a good job sitting in because you know Kyle, the
I hear he's looking for lithium mines.
We cannot confirm or deny he works for the CIA.
That's right.
We cannot. That's a big deal.
It is.
That is a big deal. So, guys, I got a story that happened across this week I wanted to share with you all.
Lay it on us. What you got?
And look, the headlines basically says it all, but we're going to read about it. An Italian man, 36-year-old Italian fella was on holiday in Spain. So in Europe, a holiday is considered, they talk about holiday like a vacation. And he was later discovered that he had contracted monkeypox, COVID, and HIV all while on this vacation.
What? That is a hell of a weekend.
Could you do all of that in a weekend?
Well, okay, maybe a week. But whatever he did, it was thorough.
I
at
hope
the minimum.
I hope he documented this in his diary.
Yeah, dear diary.
Dear diary.
Today I got monkeypox.
Yeah, but do you know you got it until you got it? Do you just go out and find, hey, that fellow looks like he got monkeypox. I think I'm gonna get monkeypox today. Is that the thought process? Do you know you got it until you got it? So here's the story. Health authorities have been warned to keep a lookout for monkeypox occurring in patients at the same time as COVID-19. Look out, guys. Lockdown is ensuing. Here it comes, incoming. It comes after a 36-year-old man sought treatment when he showed symptoms following a trip to Madrid from his home in Sicily. He had suffered fever, headache, fatigue, and sore throat to begin with, but also had a number of large spots which began to bulge. A research paper said tests of the man found that he was not just suffering with the coronavirus, but also had monkeypox. Further tests diagnosed he was also HIV positive. It added the first case of infection by the three viruses. The authors of the study said that as monkeypox and COVID share the symptoms of fever, they said that although it is too early to say whether the combination may result in a worsened outcome, doctors should be aware that it could happen as there is no widely available treatment in the event that they co-occur.
Well, something that the CDC doesn't seem to connect the dots to is who of those conditions he have are related to one issue, potentially.
And what issue might that be?
It could be homosexuality. It's the likelihood of monkeypox and HIV are higher if you are homosexual. If you're a gay male.
So what I find interesting about this story is that they seem to group these three together, and we may have been taught that COVID is fatal, but there's only one of those three that would be deemed fatal, and they seem to be more worried about the monkeypox and the COVID than they are about the HIV.
Because somebody will call us out on it. Technically, HIV is not fatal.
I guess Magic Johnson.
Magic Johnson
for
had
like
it for
50 years.
If you have Magic Johnson money, that's the cure.
It is the cure. According to
South Park, that is the cure.
HIV is money.
And it's shown to be truth.
Truth.
It's truths.
One thing about Life from the Patio, we like to speak in truths.
We be speaking in the tongues of truths.
Tons of truth.
Yeah, there's a lot going on in that story. This dude had a hell of a holiday, as they call it.
Now,
I'd like to know the details of his holiday. Does it give like what his itinerary was?
As boring as this may
No,
sound,
it
he
doesn't.
may have fallen in a pile of dirty syringes.
So this young Italian man, which technically was Sicilian, not Italian. That was kind of a weird way to do the article.
Sicilian is Italian. Sicily is part of
Sicily
Italy.
part of Italian?
Aren't you married to an Italian?
Yeah, but she ain't from Italy.
Gary's louder when he's drinking water.
I know. I need something to calm me down. I'm like,
No, he's not used to it. The mic's not moving randomly
moving.
around. It doesn't sound like you're moving
yeah,
away
hold
from
on.
it.
Yeah, I didn't-
Hey, there we go.
I didn't realize. I thought Sicily was technically different than Italy.
All right, we're gonna ask
Google.
the girls.
Where's the girl?
Ask the girls.
Hey, Google for us, ladies. Is
I'm
Sicily
looking
part
it
of
up.
Italy?
Sicily, Italian Sicilia Island, southern Italy, the largest, one of the most densely populated islands in the Mediterranean Sea.
It's the football
So
to the foot.
is it the Taiwan of the Mediterranean?
It could be.
All right. It's the toad of the Italy boot.
Better not let China know.
Yeah, apparently it is Sicily, Italy. Yeah, apparently it's part of Italy now. It used to not be though, right? Wasn't World War II? Wasn't it its own
Don't
island?
look at me. I'll get to JB shoots to the mic.
He wants confirmation.
Guys, we're
Terry.
we're going to find our way around the this new setup.
Okay, so let's get back. So this young man travels from Italy to Spain. He gets all kinds of diseases. What's his condition now? I mean, I assume he's over the monkeypox. Did he survive the COVID? Because we all know that's the deadliest one of the group.
Oh, he's actually been listed on WebMD. That's pretty.
Yeah. Wow. You're famous.
You're famous.
It's a hard way to get famous.
So let's find out what his status is. Guys, I found a better article.
Oh,
you guys
geez.
see these photographs. So this actually confirms, as Jamie speculated, you're a genius. The man had unprotected sex with other men on vacation.
What?
Which adds to growing evidence of sexually transmission.
Yeah, I know this wasn't supposed to be our serious topic, but this is one of the problems that the CDC has. As with COVID, they wouldn't call it out. They wouldn't call COVID out as a disease that was more susceptible if you were fat, like myself. They just ignored that. They looked at every other issue besides weight. And this is the same thing. They're ignoring the obvious signs and just saying, be careful who you're around.
But they only treated him for the HIV and the COVID because there is no treatment for monkeypox. But by day 6 in the hospital,
there's preventative treatment.
Most of his symptoms
Maybe if he was wearing a mask,
had resolved. I don't think that's how.
that would stop the COVID.
Or a hat. If he was wearing a hat.
So swabs for COVID and monkeypox were still positive, but he had no new skin lesions and was discharged to home isolation. When he returned for a follow-up visit, the patient's sores had healed almost completely, leaving a small scar.
But when I had COVID, I gained weight. I mean, everybody else was sick.
Yeah, but all you did was eat and TikTok.
and drink beer.
I drink a lot of beer.
You were actually patient number 1 from my standpoint, or patient 0, because you're the first person I knew to have COVID. Are you going to be the first person I know to have monkeypox?
Well, if I can hold a monkey down long enough, we'll try it out and see. Yeah.
So we're going to move on to.
I think we have done beat monkeypox to death.
We have. Got some headlines here. We're going to do Life from the Patio quick takes. Okay, and the way this works, guys, is some of these headlines you may have heard. I'm going to call that a headline. If I need to add a little bit more to it, that's fine. But I want to get your initial response, the first thing that comes to mind. All right, so here we go. Student loan relief highlights burden on black borrowers.
My quick take is, how is everything racist?
Gary.
Yeah, I'm with you there, kid. It don't make any sense. I think it hurts everybody. The end.
Which part hurts everyone? The student loan relief or the burden on black borrowers?
I think the student loan relief hurts everyone. Because what's going to happen is prices are going to skyrocket in college like they always do when the government comes in.
That we're going to get Kyle's quick take, but we're going to talk about this for a minute. So, Kyle, what's your first take on that? Do you think student loan relief highlights the burden that lies on black borrowers? What's your first take?
It's just not black borrowers.
It's all borrowers.
It's everyone.
It's everybody.
Okay, so but why is the government responsible to pay someone's bill? Because look, guys, student loans is not just for school. People use them. You can get them and use them to pay for every aspect of your life while you're in college.
We took a dog to the vet one time with student loan money.
Our
dog about died. We was like, well, that's the whole thing. We got student loan money.
That's probably illegal. So I'm paying for your freaking dog. Hold on. So my taxes,
because we've already paid our stuff.
Oh, okay. So our taxes are paying for your dog at the vet.
So
see, it's like free money.
Mic drop.
It's like free money though. There's no stipulations associated with the money when it first comes out.
Okay, so here is my view in a nutshell. We basically got the U.S. government allowing predatory lending that is loan to be paid, which therefore allows the colleges to jack the prices up.
Correct.
I mean, it's a win-win for everybody except the taxpayers at this point.
That's right. The government's not paying this. The taxpayers are.
college would be a lot cheaper if there wasn't guaranteed loans.
Exactly.
Correct.
You are 100% true.
Yep.
This is absurd. So, okay, these are quick takes. So, Washington to follow California in phasing out gas vehicles. Kyle, what's your first take?
That will be a mistake. I don't know.
Gary,
Sound like no one gonna be driving anywhere.
they don't have enough power
They ain't
out
got
there.
ain't got no power.
No power. Fortenberry.
More gas from me if they're not getting it.
Yeah, gas prices. I heard something that suggests that by the time this takes effect, they want gas price at $60 a gallon. There is not an infrastructure across the U.S. at this moment that can support what we currently have on the grid, let alone overloading it with additional electrical vehicles.
Well, you think rolling blackouts is because we have enough electricity?
You mean we don't have enough?
Oh yeah, we don't. Yeah.
All right, next topic. Now this one right here, we could have probably talked about this in a lot more detail. This is a crazy headline. Unaccompanied immigrant children who are pregnant and in U.S. custody are being moved across state lines to access abortion services. It's one of the most disturbing articles I may have ever
Well,
heard.
I think it's hand in hand, isn't it?
We
they
started
said
with
pregnant
pregnant children.
children.
That's that was not fun.
Yeah, right. You use the term children and pregnant.
Mm-hmm.
Then you're more worried about moving them across state lines than you are across the border to the south. Quick takes, though, Gary. What's your thought on that?
Everything wrong in one headline.
Everything wrong in one headline. Kyle.
It's the end of the world as we know it.
He's got a beautiful voice.
He actually sings pretty well, doesn't he? He can't carry a tune in front of the audience, but he sings pretty well. Short. But yeah, there's a whole lot going on in that headline.
I want to know, have they checked to see where Jared from Subway is? Is he still locked up?
Apparently, he's
Well,
across state lines.
He like
somewhere.
gentlemen. He like young gentlemen. Didn't
Okay,
he?
but
doesn't matter.
They can't get pregnant.
all right, so we're gonna spend another 30 seconds.
They can get monkeypox.
but I'm gonna drop a bomb.
Yeah,
I-
hold on. You can't.
Just a
You
second.
can't you,
I
that's-
just alienated an entire gender group. I
Yes.
said young boys can't get pregnant. I apologize for anybody out there listening. Don't cancel us
I
yet.
can't believe you did that.
I know.
How dare you?
At least I didn't misgender somebody. That's even worse.
That is.
Or forget to use their pronouns.
All right, next topic. I got about 3 or 4 more here. Man accused of raping ex-wife permitted to cross-examine her at trial. Kyle.
All right, pass.
Yeah.
Gary.
Was that judge on crack, cocaine?
I don't know, but that's one of the wildest things I've heard. Jamie.
All right. Unpopular opinion,
Uh-oh, here we go.
but the Constitution gives him the right to do that.
It gives him the right to represent himself at trial.
Yep, it gives him the right to represent himself, and it gives him the right to face his accuser. Like it or not, that's our Constitution's there for a reason.
That's true. That is true.
He-
Although it may
he
not be
is-
there very much longer.
He is innocent until proven guilty.
That's true.
That is
See,
true.
the headline assumes he's what does say accused?
But I do think that in that situation, I think she should be cross-examined, but not by the accused person.
Why?
Because that's going to bring out emotions.
Okay, but
And we don't want emotions should not drive a logical decision.
it's not her.
Emotions should not drive.
It's
a
the
logical-
jury, but the jury is the one making the decision, or the judge in this, in whichever case. But people get on stand and get emotional all the time.
They do.
Well, I think he's talking about just emotion. The fact that it feels icky shouldn't stop. Should shut down this guy's constitutional right. That's what you're saying.
I'm
That's what I'm
saying.
saying.
I know what you're
don't-
saying.
That's what you guys are saying. I just don't.
What are you
I
saying?
think she should be cross-examined, but not by the accused. It's like a murderer interviewing the murderer.
At what
but
point,
they can't interview.
At what
them,
point do you think your constitutional rights should be stopped?
I don't think
Should
that.
we just not like give a fair trial?
I mean,
or-
we already have you have a protective order where they can't come within 100 feet of you, right?
Yeah.
Well, I don't
Or
think
100,
that
200
applies.
feet,
I don't think that
500
applies to
feet.
jail or the courthouse
The
because
courthouse, but it's the same.
Well, it applies anywhere.
It
doesn't
applies
it?
Well,
anywhere.
no, because how else are they going to be the courthouse together?
But
This is
here's the
interesting.
thing: she can be cross-examined, but not by him. She can be cross-examined by the lawyer. That's
he gets to make that choice, though.
Actually,
He's
the judge
representing
made the
himself.
choice.
the judge makes.
Well,
that
no, I'm
choice.
sure he requested it, and it was permitted by the judge.
Look, I got one more topic. We're gonna come back to this one. All right, and I'm gonna look up more details about it. All right, I got 2 more. I got 2 more headlines. I want to get your quick takes on. Marjorie Taylor Greene's home swatted twice in 2 days. Police say. Jamie. Gary.
Who's Marjorie Taylor Greene?
Exactly. And Kyle.
Sounds like a good time.
This one is going to bring up some topics too for us. Okay, Uvalde School Board unanimously votes to
this.
terminate Police Chief Pete Arredondo.
First of all, there's a lot of words in that headline that are hard to read.
Oh, there are.
Yeah.
Pete's a difficult word to say.
Pete.
Jamie.
So, I have no issue with this. They should have fired him on the
Too
spot.
little, too late. I agree. Gary.
I'm with you there. That I know they were trying to take it slow and get all the facts, but based on what I saw, it didn't look good. You didn't act when you had a chance to act.
There's things to take it slow. I think a school full of children and an active shooter is not it.
Yeah, exactly.
I would be upset if there were some people standing by and that had at least some wherewithal to try to go and stop this guy. And little on 400 and something police officers.
It's easy to sit here and second guess, but I want to think everybody in this room, excluding the kids sitting here listening to us, would run into an active shooter situation to save children.
Well, from my understanding, there were a couple.
Yeah, they stopped.
They stopped them.
Yeah.
Yeah, Kyle, what's your take on this?
Somebody's got to answer for it.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know many parents that would sit there and not move in on that situation.
All right, so we've been around the world here through quick takes and some more serious stories. This is our weekly top 7. So for this week's top 7, we have top 7 facts that prove Dennis Rodman is actually a CIA operative and has been for a long time. Let's start at number 7. Jamie, what you got at number 7?
Rodman is a neutral party because he's an alien. Dun, dun, dun.
He's definitely an alien. How does your hair change that often and not fall out?
Mine just fell out.
Yeah, but is he an alien like from Mexico, from Canada?
I don't think they're talking about he crossed the border. I think they're talking about he crossed the solar system.
Oh,
That's correct. He is. I mean, but he's not a lizard person, though.
Oh, look, his ability to rebound was just
It is
amazing.
alien.
It is alien.
Because he was performing all that trigonometry in his head while he was going for a rebound. And that's where he knew his ball would be.
6. What you got at number 6, Gary?
He dated Madonna.
He did. Who is Madonna? You talking about the Virgin Mother?
No, I don't think Virgin is a Madonna.
The like
She was like a virgin.
or like a prayer.
At birth.
Oh, prayer.
That was a good song.
Number 5 reason, the 5th fact to prove that Dennis Rodman is actually a CIA operative.
Because defense and rebounds win negotiations.
They do.
They do. And
And
games.
championships.
And championships.
And championships.
Everybody knows
Definitely.
defense where it's at. Defense travels.
He's the
Apparently
defender
across the solar
of
system.
America.
Number 4, Gary.
Number 4, because he married himself.
It's like Tio. I love me some me.
But if you could marry yourself, wouldn't you marry yourself?
Dude, I don't like me. I mean, I've seen what I'm like.
I don't know if I want to be held down by myself, I want to leave my options open.
So if you
What
told
happens if you're
yourself,
unhappy and you want a divorce? Can you divorce yourself?
I think that's
And
called,
take half your property.
I know. Oh,
I could give myself alimony.
oh, Jamie, one half of you would be wealthy.
hey,
The
wouldn't
other
that
half
be
broke.
tax free
Like,
too?
no half of me be
Isn't it
well.
tax-
And
free.
it's tax free. You found a tax loophole right there.
But that's what he was doing, a tax loophole. That's what it was, because then he can file jointly.
Number 3, Fortenberry.
All right. He's friends with Kim Jong Un.
Yes, he
Kim
is.
Jong Un.
He went over there and hung out with the old Un himself.
All right, and number 2.
Putin is a bad boys Pistons fan, son.
I like it. I am too.
See Putin hanging out with Bill Laimbeer.
So if that's the
Well,
case,
he likes violence.
He does.
he does.
With their shirts
And
off
so
and
did
everything.
so did Lambeer.
You know,
Riding horses?
Could Rodman
In the
actually?
pastures?
Didn't he have a movie where he was like using weapons? He was like a military.
Oh,
He
yeah.
did. He did.
Didn't he?
Wasn't like another guy
It was
was
with
with
John
him, though.
Claude Van Damme.
It was.
was.
What
I
was
have
it called?
no idea what you're talking about.
You don't.
No. I didn't know the Worm ever had a
go.
Double
Hey,
Team. It's a
Double Team.
1997 movie called Double
interesting
Team.
fact. When I worked in Durant, Oklahoma, that's where Rodman went to college at Southwest Community College in Durant, Oklahoma.
Yeah, he did.
He was so he's a badass, and we didn't even realize it. But and to go along with that, what is the number 1 fact that we believe Dennis Rodman is a CIA operative?
Well, I think Jamie should handle this one. He's all about conspiracy theories.
Now, Kyle's got
Kyle's
Kyle's
got
got
one.
number
Kyle
1.
got
What's
one.
number 1?
Number 1, Rodman is the member of the New World Order.
Rodman. Oh,
And
wow.
he is for life.
Once you're a part of
For
that,
life.
once you're a part of the NWO, it's for life, son.
NWO for life.
Who died?
Oh,
was
hey,
that
not-
Razor Ramon or Steiner?
No, it was
Razor-
Scott Hall.
Scott Hall.
Scott Hall died.
But hey, he
so he's
wasn't,
no longer a member.
He wasn't.
Because it was for life.
He was the original.
I
The
guess-
black and white.
Yeah, it wasn't
Not.
for
He
death.
wasn't. He wasn't the Wolf Pack. It wasn't the red and black. It was the OG.
The OG.
The OG black
So-
and white
White.
NWO.
So, but the
Yeah.
important thing is he's no longer a member because it's just for life.
That's right, I guess.
He is out of it.
yeah.
And I think Hogan's getting real close to being out of it.
yeah. Oh, man, ever part of the NWO?
Yeah, everybody was part of that.
Macho
Was
Man.
he? Are you
Oh,
sure?
man.
I don't know if I think Macho Man may have
Yeah.
been. I don't know. We have to look that up somewhere. Where's the facts?
Not the Macho Man.
Because Macho Man recently.
Macho Man.
He
yeah.
did.
Okay, here are the members of the New World's Order. It's actually on Wikipedia. Okay.
Is this going to
See,
Bill
the
Clinton
New
on there?
World Order is real, everybody. Everybody from the 90s knows this.
It is real
What,
wrestling.
what we
is real.
got? What we got? Who's in there?
I'm working on. I'm working.
Oh,
Here it
I
comes.
thought
Here
you
it
already had
comes.
it.
No, I do. I got it
so
here. But
Donald Trump, was he a member?
No, I don't think he was.
I thought his finishing move was a hair whip.
No, he was.
Come on,
He
whip my
didn't.
list.
he didn't get part of the NWO. He was on. What's the other one? The WWE.
I thought I remember him
He,
being
uh,
on some kind of wrestling. Yeah. There's been a lot of famous people come through. Is wrestling still a thing?
Yeah, people like wrestling still. I mean, you got John Cena. You got The Rock doing every movie.
Well, yeah, but I mean,
Like every movie.
he doesn't wrestle anymore, does he?
Oh,
I'm sorry. I keep saying
what's his
wrestling.
name?
It's wrestling.
A wrestler.
Because The Rock ain't never wrestled.
You can definitely wrestle.
Now, Rick Steiner used to wrestle.
Oh,
I
I
think
love
he was-
Rick.
yeah.
Rick
That was
and
the
Scott.
doll-faced gremlin or whatever.
Rick
yeah.
and Scott Steiner, the Steiner brothers.
Yeah. So who was your favorite tag team?
Oh, Rock and Roll Express.
mine too. I agree. Now that
What?
goes way back.
It hurt
I
my
love it.
feelings back when Marty Jannetty got kicked through that window. I still remember that in the barbershop.
I think.
Because I do like Shawn Michaels, but man, that was.
I think
not a
everybody liked the Road Warriors though, man.
Oh yeah, that's what I was about to say. LOD.
good- Go,
Yeah.
Yeah, but
You know what?
y'all weren't
I'm gonna get
watching
local.
Memphis
I'm
wrestling.
gonna get local. Moondogs.
Oh.
Dude, Moondogs were awesome.
Okay, there's a long list. These are all the people that's ever been in New World Order.
Okay,
Here we
so
go.
this facts, guys. Again,
Fact: Scott Hall, Kevin Nash,
Yep.
Hulk Hogan, Ted DiBiase,
What?
Yeah.
Giant, The Big Show.
Yep.
They're the same person. Sting, X-Pac, Kyle Petty. He's a racer,
Kyle
isn't he?
Petty.
It was-
Yeah.
Vincent, Miss Elizabeth, Brian Knobs, Jerry Sags, Nick Patrick, Eric Bischoff, Buff Bagwell. Boy, I didn't even know he
Buff
was around.
Bagwell.
still. Mike Wall Street, Bubba Rogers, Scott Norton, Randy Savage was, and for a long
Oh,
time,
Macho Man.
Dennis Rodman. Here's proof. Conan, Kurt Hennig.
Conan O'Brien.
Man, that forehead can be a dangerous thing. Rick Rude, Louis Piccoli, Dusty Rhodes, Brian Adams, Scott Steiner, The Discipline, Lex Luger, Sting again, Stevie Ray, Horace Hogan. Who the heck?
Steve was so good. He's in there twice.
He is Disco Inferno, David Flair, Torrey Wilson, Bret Hart, Jeff Jarrett.
Bret Hart was in it.
Yeah, Madaji.
I think
I
everybody.
thought you
Buck,
said
April
Madonna.
Hunter, Pamela Pauls, Ron Harris, Don Harris, Booker T, and Shawn Michaels.
I remember Booker T, man. He
Yeah,
had a
like-
tag. That was a tag team as well.
Yeah, Booker T. and,
Harlem Heat. His
Harlem
brother.
Heat. Yeah, that's right.
I forgot his partner's name. What was his name?
I can't remember, but I mean,
He wasn't famous.
I'm old enough to remember like Junkyard Dog. And, yeah, I mean, like I remember the little thumb action figures. That was.
And
I
that's
mean,
what makes America great.
it is.
Because we can have differing opinions and still be friends.
That and we don't use the metric system.
Because I remember this one time Jamie had a differing opinion than
Oh,
me.
one time?
Yeah, and it
Just one.
Just like 10 minutes ago.
Yeah, well, no, before now, the one that really hurt me, that it still bothers me to this day, but we're still friends.
What?
The time back in, I think it was around 2000, I wanted to go see this movie Seabiscuit. And all my friends, I said, let's go see this movie Seabiscuit. I think it's going to be a really good movie. And I remember Jamie, one of the leaders of this group,
I was a leader.
a leader of one of this group, and downed me and said, no, that movie's going to be stupid.
In my defense, I thought it was about breakfast.
And and we missed the movie, and it was one of the greatest movies ever.
Which
It was
movie?
not one of the greatest.
It was one of the
ever.
greatest movies ever, and to this day,
Which movie was it?
Seabiscuit.
It's a great movie.
It was an okay movie.
Yeah, you're just saying that now, trying to make me feel
Seabiscuit was a great movie.
It was, and
Oh,
you
you know
wouldn't
what?
let me see it in theaters.
What did you go see instead?
Instead, I think we saw like Bananas and Pajamas. I don't remember. It was something.
Is that a
bad.
real movie?
No, I don't have no idea.
Okay.
We probably wouldn't watch the Old School.
It was G Lee or something like
And
that.
if it was Old School's way better than Seabiscuit.
Oh, well, depends.
All Seabiscuit is a remake of Rudy for a horse.
But it's a horse. One of the greatest.
But he's-
horses
Right?
of all
Am I
time.
wrong?
greatest.
Is it not a sequel to Rudy with horses?
You know what?
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know. I'm right. All they needed to do was
But-
Carrie put him on the show. Go Seabiscuit, Seabiscuit.
They couldn't do that because he's a horse.
He was small.
He
worked
small.
hard.
He had
But
a big heart.
Who's that? Who's that sound like? You got a big heart there, Seabiscuit.
Sounds like Sean Astin to me.
Small horse, big jockey.
Yeah. Right. All right. I think,
Okay, I think we're coming to the end of our episode.
Well, we beat this horse.
We have literally
I said that
beat this
wrong.
horse.
We beat this dead horse.
You know what to do. Get out and hit
that's
the
not
like
bad.
button. Follow us on social media. We got TikTok. We got the YouTube. We got the Facebook. We got the what even else more is there, guys? We got one of them too. We got an Instagram.
We got a.
We got InstaFace.
We
You can
got.
come to lifefromthepatio.com and find links
We
to
got
all of
candy
these things. You can find notes from today's episode's links. And we are out.
And lead me while my mother cries. 'Cause somebody done took from an
Sing it,
outlaw.
Marty.
Take my picture down from the courthouse wall. I'm living in the clouds and I ain't gon' fall. Somebody done saved this outlaw.